Hello and welcome to a Warframe video. So another video with random people doing random alerts for fun's sakes. And yeah, I decided to bring out my Ember because I missed her. There was a time where Ember was one of my favorite Warframes. I literally have built the regular Ember like, I don't know, 5 times because of the fact that I had to sell her because I didn't have Warframe slots, and I had to acquire some other Warframes. I started acquiring the Primes, and I had to replace them obviously because the Primes were more powerful and everything. Well, kind of. So it came to a point where I just started at some point I started having a decent amount of spare Warframe slots, and I just started building Ember again because I missed her. But that was before her nerf. Now she is still a good Warframe, but not as powerful as she could have been if they didn't nerf her. And as what happens, there is a lovely little survival against the Infested. So, well, I mean, she used to be one of the best Warframes when it comes to Infested. So, yeah. As her build, I already have showed her build in a previous video or something. It's a build that specifically nullifies her nerf, essentially. It focuses on countering everything that they did when she was nerfed. So we are fighting against Infested, so I do want to bring some resistance to Toxic, and let's put some of this because why not? Because when you have Arcanes, why not place them? I'm trying to level up this weapon to get rid of it. I didn't level it up back when I first started the game, so I have to do it now just to master it. Bringing the Maraditrum because I really love this gun. It's really fun. And the Sylvan Aegis, which is a weapon that I haven't used in a while, ever since I acquired the Stigma in Octantis, which is a login weapon, and which is too bad because the Sylvan Aegis is actually a very good weapon. In fact, there was a time when it was considered as one of the best weapons. When it comes to, one of the best melee weapons. There was a time when it was considered that. And now, obviously, there are better weapons and everything, but it was still, back in the day, considered as a very good weapon. So, yeah. I have my Maraditron, of course, which is a weapon that I really like. It's a really awesome secondary, which I do recommend acquiring if you get the chance to. It drops from Barricadier. He brings it every now and then whenever he arrives, so you just keep that in mind. Some basic mods for its, I don't know, just for making it stronger, I guess. Very simple. It does deal it does deal heat, radiation, and corrosive with a 99.8% status chance. Fast reloading, a very decent magazine, very decent fire rate, with of course punch through, because I have Seeker on, because I love punching through enemies. Oh, well, hello. Revenant's actually finished. Okay, that's awesome. So yeah, and after this match I should be able to pick Revenant and just see how he plays out. So far as everything that I've seen about Revenant, I didn't really like it as much. He's not my #1 most hyped Warframe, but I want to do something that most people don't do, and that is I want to play him first, experience him, before deciding as to what. This is a... hang on a second, This is a Nightmare Survival. Nightmare Survivals means no shields, and that could be problematic. Because how much health do I have with Ember? I do have some. Yeah. You know what? I am doing a Nightmare Lump, so might as well be a little bit prepared. And you know what? Let's... Oh man, I do want to do Valkyr. This would be the perfect chance to use Valkyr. But I've already used her before. It would be kind of... you know what? Let's use Inorus. Because why not? Yeah, why not? Let's use Inorus. Our Warframe's ultimate tank. So far, he is one of the best tanks. In fact, he is the best tank. And of course, I'm going to have to change this with this because it makes sense. As you know, so hang on, which build am I using for him? I'm using this build. I need to polarize him. The way I actually have him is, even I could have polarized him or something and put something else here, but because of these mods here that I've added, which give him like decent armor and like 7,000 something health, which is insane, and of course a decent amount of strength, I decided to just keep it that way. Actually, I guess I could sacrifice Intensify because he doesn't really need that much strength. So I could sacrifice that for Auguregor. No. Augur Reach for some reach for his first power, and Augur Message for some ability duration if I wanted to. But I don't really need to. With Innoros, you only really need to have a high amount of health and a high amount of armor, and you're fine. That's all you really need, and maybe a little bit of efficiency. And of course, one of these mods, Hunter Adrenaline, and or Rage, one of the others. Where is Rage? It's pretty much the same thing, but yeah. And you're pretty much done. So yeah, we're gonna equip him, and of course, thanks to his first power, which stuns enemies and everything, we can use a dagger with covert lethality on. I have racked a dagger with covert lethality, so I can insta-kill enemies. And since Innoros gains health by insta-killing enemies with his first power, that actually works very nicely. So this is going to be our Warframe. I was going to use Ember, which is too bad, but when it comes to nightmare survivals, yeah, I want to be prepared. So a little bit of a change in plan, and we're good. Now, as far as Revenant goes, yeah, I'm going to be testing him out to see him. I want to test him before I make my decision. As far as his appearance goes, I don't really like him. Compared to the previous Warframe, which is Korra, whose appearance was awesome, he is not really that much of a... Not really the most attractive Warframe. As for his abilities, they're kind of recycled abilities from other Warframes, and I will make a video showing just how recycled his abilities are, because I already have... We have Warframes, well, I have Warframes that have the same abilities as he does. He just does a little bit something extra, which of course is his buying or selling point. So I'm going to be showing that when I max him out and, get a feeling for him. But, that aside, we're going to be doing this mission now. So I'm going to just max out my Scarab armor, because we want that Scarab armor to be maxed out. I do not want to use this weapon, because this weapon is not going to be a very good idea to use. How is it that they have shield? I beg your pardon, but how is it that these guys have shields? I thought this was a nightmare mission. Wasn't this a nightmare mission? The bloody hell? How do they... How do they have shields if this is a nightmare mission? That's bonkers. I mean, could I have used Ember and still have shields? I mean, that makes no sense. That's anticlimactic. I see somebody's using Nidus, which makes sense, using Nidus, the infested. Who is player number 1? Player number 1 is, the guy I'm with. Okay. And I'm player number 4. Let's go to these guys. Enemies seem to be drawn to these guys over here, so I'm gonna go with these guys. Where the fun is at. It's unfortunate that enemies will only be drawn to a specific enemy, to a specific player, instead of being drawn to every player like they should. I mean, look at this. This one guy has all of these enemies on him. Well, we're just running around. I'm supposed to be the tank, but no, there's no enemies coming from me. There's just nothingness. Hi, everybody. Oof. Don't mind me, just going around shooting like crazy. So, we have a Nidus. What are the other guys? Let me see if I can check. Okay, so we have a Chroma and a Siren. A non-prime Siren. Okay, fascinating. I can tell by their images what they are. Oh, no, don't grab me. Ah, he grabbed me, but I killed him. So, yeah. Man, chicken, turtle. Okay. Some people have the most strangest names. Anyways. So. Yeah, anyways. We're here. Nothing much I can do. I guess I could stay close to this guy and benefit for some damage boosts, thanks to his Scorn and his Fury, since he is a Chroma. But, nah. We got these things here. Oh, it's only like 3 or something, 4 minutes left? Okay, so these guys were here for a while. Like, look at this. Where's the enemies? This is like a level 40 to something enemies, and there's like barely any enemies. Like, what? This was supposed to be somewhat difficult due to its level, but no, everything is just dying. Like, I only get like 1-2 enemies every now and then. Look at this. We're all literally, 3 of us are holed up here, and look at this amount of enemies. What's this? 3 enemies that I can kill instantly. I don't even need to use any powers to heal myself. They die before I even am able to do anything. That's disappointing. I guess I just went into the match expecting something really, really good, something fun, but yeah. I don't know why. I'm guessing this guy, where is he? Mr. Nidus has all the enemies. Has all the aggro of the enemies, I'm guessing. Which is why everything is not spawning. That's the thing, like I said, enemies only spawn, like, they pick one player to spawn from, and everyone else is just ignored. I look at all these enemies that I'm just encountering while going towards this guy. Towards the Nidus guy. Mr. Superdog 999. I see you've got some stars over here. Look at all these. Look, he has a decent amount of enemies around him. Just go over here. I'll grab all these. There we go. Look at this. What is it, a concept party? Got some neural sensors in the distance. He has a decent amount of enemies, but that's not nearly the amount of enemies that normally spawn. Like, there are cases where you go into a game and it's like the enemies are so loaded. Oh, wait a minute. We're getting something. I hear the queen. Her voice is different. Somewhat different. The Grenier Queen. It's been a while since I did the War Within when I came here the first time. It was fun. It was interesting. It was unique and new. Now, let's go where those neural sensors are. I guess I was expecting a lot because I saw the, like the no shield thing. The fact that it actually ignored the fact that it's supposed to be a nightmare and it actually gave us shields kind of, I don't know, it was a bit anticlimactic, which is why I guess I expected more, but I got less or something. I was expecting for like a really tough fight, like everybody was going to be dying and everything like that. And I was just disappointed. Well, I guess it's an easy victory. I mean... Whoop. I mean... Oh. Somebody activated some traps. No worries. Here, have some dust in your face. I like how Iner's first ability is literally just throwing dust at enemies' faces. You want to kill me? That's too bad. Here, have some sand. It's like a dirty trick, like a dirty movie trick where they somebody throws dust in their faces before attacking. It's kind of funny. Here, have some dust. It actually damages them. And the funny thing is that when you actually throw dust in their face, it actually does give you a little bit of regeneration. Anyways, this was not what I expected it to be. As much as I wouldn't mind staying if it actually was something interesting, I think I'll be heading to extraction like these guys are. Once I find out where I am and I don't get lost, I probably went a long way around because this place is actually kind of complicated. Look at this place. I could have gone from that way. Move. Away. It's just me and Mr. Chroma. Come on, Chroma. Let's go. Look at all these guys. Mr. Chicken Turtle. Don't wait for us. Actually, no, you don't really have to wait for us. Well, he's gonna have to wait for us because everybody's far behind, so even if he goes at the extraction, he's still gonna have to wait for at least one of us before he can actually leave. Which is funny. Anyways. There we go. Hello. Goodbye. That was pitiful. I was going into this so looking forward to it, oh man. I mean, I could have easily just brought Ember here. If they're not gonna, I mean, normally a nightmare mission is it's supposed to be somewhat, you're supposed to not have any shields, and they're supposed to be tough and everything, but this was kind of sad. Oh well, mission accomplished. We won. At the end, we actually won. That's the important thing. So, I guess my tank wasn't as necessarily needed. How did I do so little? How did I get so? How is my damage taken? So, oh yeah, because these guys were yours. I literally only got like what 3-4 enemies every now and then. So how are they going to damage me when I'm killing them faster than they can actually come to me? That's the thing about the survival spawns. They need to be a little bit better. Sometimes they're like overwhelming you with high numbers, and sometimes they're nowhere to be seen, which sucks. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be. This is it for this video. I'm going to be, I guess I have, what's it called? I got Revenant here, ready to be acquired, and I'm going to be testing him out to see how he works. So, yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Stay cool, and I guess I'll see you later. Bye!